folks, how you doing? Just a quick one. Maybe a controversial one. Maybe we'll piss somebody off here. I'm not out to piss anybody off on this one. I'm not. I just did a nice favoury sort of video last time. I thought, well, am I going to really go back to pissing folks off? But hey, I talk the truth, so yeah. But I'm not out to attack anybody. This isn't a personal attack. It's just something I thought I'd cover, because lots and lots and lots of folk are under this misconception that I follow common law. I don't stand under common law. I don't follow it. I'm not a teacher of common law. All the things, these are the things that get said to me. I don't put my faith in common law. There's a reason for that, and the ones that do are slightly deluded. Again, I'm going to say it. The reality is, common law is governed by administrative law. Now, I know everybody thinks that's ass backwards, but it's fact. It's fact. And they think there's common law courts. There's no common law courts. A court of record, when convened and put into the right jurisdiction, is a common law court. It's a court of common law. Now, when the jurisdiction fits, it's not about, well, we're a common law. Anybody who wants to make up their own courts, I mean, fair play. Sit around and put the world to rights. Me and my mates do it all the time. But to actually go out there and tell everybody this is now law, that's bollocks. It's just ridiculous. And it's trapped and caught a fuck ton of people over the years, because it all sounds good. And you have to be careful. You have to be really, really careful about what sounds good, what sounds right, and what is actual fact. And this is there's a huge distinction between these things. For instance, at the minute, there's a lot going around of David Ward. They call him the Baron, or he called himself the Baron. David Ward, his work, his and others' work from 2013. It's resurfaced again, as it does. It comes round every now and again. Every few years it comes back round. And those that didn't get caught last time or have grown into the movement get caught again by it. It's pertinent to say at this time his work, and their work should I say, was a brilliant piece of work. It showcased a lot of good facts and law, to the point where it won its court case. And after it had won its court case, he still went on to lose his fucking house over it. That's the bit that people don't pay any attention to. The fact that yes, his court case won, and then they carried on and they lost his house. So yeah, you buy into it if you want. It's been in my database since about 2015, when I found it, and it resurfaced as it does, and it just keeps resurfacing every couple of years or so, because people see it and they think that's fantastic. Great bit of work, lots of work here, lots of work's great. Take good stuff from work like that. Don't depend on it, don't rely on it, because you'll lose your house. It's a fact. It is a fact. Now, folks need to think, if council tax was outed and won in 2013, nobody would be paying council tax now in 2022 almost. But we are. Or no, I'm not. Never have. Yeah, but an awful lot are. But that's pure and simple because they haven't found the right methods, they haven't followed the right methods, or they got stuck in somebody else's methods. People have to work this shit out. You have to go a little bit deeper than this. It's not just about common law, it's not just about somebody else's work. I mean, folks saw him not succeeding for fucking years and years and years after that, although they believed he was, because he was out there showing his face, being a grumpy cunt, pretty much like me. But he was out showing his face, he had a group, and yeah, and a trail of people behind him, that loads of people were calling him out all the time. Anybody called him out for the fact he still went and lost his house. In fact, last year I believe it was, he even come onto one of my YouTube videos and tried and stopped very, very quick when I turned and responded. he couldn't take that shit on, because he knows I know. I'm one of the old school. I wasn't privy to his case when it was going on, but very soon after I heard about it, and like I say, from about 2015 I had his documents in my database. So we have to be very, very careful when we're going ahead with these things and just following shit. Because, and I call it shit because, like I say, great piece of work, there's some fantastic work in it, but the whole idea that that's your route is shit. And I'm sorry for those that have took it on, and I'm sorry for those that have fell for it or believe that that's the way. Loads of heavy hitters over the past thought the same sort of thing when they picked it up and ran with it for a while. Take good information out of good work. Don't take good work, do good work. Do good work. If you're one of the ones that call yourself a heavy hitter, or others call you a heavy hitter, or look on you as you're one of the ones that can do the work as opposed to copy others. Because if you're copying somebody else's, the chances are it failed for them. And it's sad, but it's true. It's true. Folk need to wake up to this. Now, the only reason I'm saying this is because, as folks know, I have lots and lots of Zoom calls. Unchained Remedy, you can book one with us on there. Myself and Jody, you get a full hour to discuss literally anything you want, and we don't hold back. We give everything from the heart and absolute truth. Whatever you ask, we will answer if we can. So yeah, lots of people are coming on there now and asking me about David Ward's stuff. I have to respond. So it isn't an attack on anybody. I actually like a couple of the folks that are working with his work, and yeah, it's a shame that they don't realise what's really gone on with it. It is what it is. The world is fucked. I keep telling you this. Now, you're not going to get many chances to sort your shit out. We're virtually 5 minutes past 12 on the doomsday clock. I know they won't tell you this, but that's where we are. You've seriously run out of time. You have seriously run out of time. If you think you're going to jump on somebody else's bandwagon, learn it, and do better than they did with it, and you're going to do that before what? Before what? Have you seen what's happening to the world? It's fucked. It's just about shut down again. And yes, we know that you can go out there and pretend there's some sort of normality. Folks are getting used to now the fact that, I don't know the percentage, but a high percentage of products that you used to be able to get have gone off the shelves. I haven't looked into which ones, but I'm always getting told, you can't get this anymore, you can't get that anymore, and people are just accepting this. But what I see that is like everything but Unilever is going off the shelves. Depopulation products are staying. Anything else, so they don't want you. I'm not saying everything that's gone was good. Choices are going. Your life choices are going. Your permissions are going. Permission. Please, miss, can I go out to see my friend? Yes, but be in by 6 o'clock or you'll catch COVID. What do you say? The world's falling for literally everything, whilst saying that there's some sort of an awakening. They're on the run. They're still on the run. I saw it again yesterday. They're still on the run. You know, they said that before Trump came in. They were saying they're on the run. We're on to them. It's over. How many times do I see it's over? It's over. Here's the evidence. It's over. Really? Does anybody think there's any evidence that can come out that hasn't already that will make this over? Right, the evidence is out there that the CDC and the WHO cannot evidence that it exists. It's fact. It's not been isolated. It can't be isolated, so it can't be proven to exist. Not isolated means made the fuck up. So basically, so there's evidence out there that it's all made up, and it's still going on. People are saying there's an awakening. People aren't taking it. People are standing up and saying no. Really? Well, I've just been out. I've just been to a post office. Now, this post office, it's the one that I was going past was inside a co-op, and I would put them in the lines of a depopulation store, albeit a small one, but huge in the reach. So I walk in there. How many do you think were ungagged? How many? Come on, go on, go on, go on. Have a guess. You've got it, haven't you? Fuck all. Me. I walked in there to not another soul ungagged. Not one. Not one. There's your awakening. Go into your depopulation stores and maybe you can find one. Maybe you can find 5, I don't know. But look at the numbers and tell me there's a fucking awakening. And by awakening, I'd like you to mean an awakening that's going to make a fucking difference. Because there's no point in saying an awakening when you've got 10 people or 5 people out of 100. It's not enough. It's not going to fucking happen. You've got everybody following it. And don't take it that there is 5 people out of a fucking 100, because there isn't, as far as I'm concerned. Not a chance. There's hundreds of thousands of us. There's fucking billions of them. Billions. So you fucking work it out. The reality is, the numbers are shit. They're not on our side. So people say, oh, you've given up. No, I ain't given up. I'm still working at that. What do you think we're doing Project Jericho for? We've looked at what can really make a difference, and yeah, we can make a difference to our lives and anybody's lives who's on board with us, but we can't shake anybody who isn't anymore. We're fucking shook and shook and shook. All we can do now is to take care of ourselves and those that get it. You need out. Those that need out will jump on board Project Jericho, because Project Jericho, as far as I see it, is the best shot at fucking getting out before this fucker all collapses on you than anybody's got. Because anybody else out there, they're running in circles. They're still trying to sort out debt. They're still trying to work out debt. Debt? Ooh. Have you seen what's going on? Are you seeing what's happening with these jab schemes? For fuck's sake, and people are working out how do I deal with my parking ticket? You want to deal with fucking how the fuck you're going to get out of the New World Order, you divvy bastards? It's coming. You see this latest round of bollocks with the crossbow. So I go, right, it's your fucking nose. I don't know what's going on. Somebody must be picking it somewhere for me. Yeah, this crossbow bollocks. So basically, because somebody, I don't know, was he a nut or wasn't he? I don't know. Was he, I don't know, part of GCHQ? I should have fucking imagined. Gone and got changed and pulled out an egg crossbow. And, hey, gets tackled. So basically, you got a fella who's got an object and he's done absolutely fuck all to anybody. And now they're going to have to take crossbows out of society. They've done it with the knives. So even though everybody's got a fucking knife in their drawer, their brain fucked into thinking they can't have a penknife in their pocket. So they did it with guns years ago, and now they're going to do it with crossbows, because let's face it, that was the only defence left that you legalers, the ones that like the legal bits, could have had. So yeah, they're going to have them. But I'll tell you who's they're fucking not going to have. My fucker. They can only take them from persons, as with knives, as with guns. They can only take them from persons, because anybody knows anything about your rights knows you have the rights. Now all you need to do is know how to stand on your fucking rights. Well, Project Jericho is going to sort that shit out as well. By the end of Project Jericho, people are actually going to be very surprised at what they get, but I'm going to zip up there because it's not an hard sell. We don't sell it. There it is. Anybody who's got any sense will fucking jump on board. Anybody who thinks we're blowing smoke up their ass is going to sit back and just wonder where every fucker's gone one day. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe it's the rapture, eh? But there's no as sure as the world is fucked, and folks need to wake up to that. So for all those coming to me with common law questions, yeah, absolutely, look at common law, comprehend common law. You don't have to fall in love with it and believe that is the law. Personally, I stand under natural law, whereas all the bullshit and all the bollocks doesn't fucking matter. All the wordplay doesn't fucking matter. Everybody who wants to be calculating numbers and fucking dates and fucking being wrong every time, you can all sit there, keep doing what you're doing. You know, a wise man once said, if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. And it's absolutely true. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. So all those that have been doing the exact same shit for as long as they've been doing it and failing miserably, lighten up, eh? Because they're probably the ones that are telling people to wake up and failing miserably. And again, it's not an attack, it's a shake. It's the only shake I'm prepared to give at the minute, because I've had enough of shaking people who aren't prepared to fucking wake up. It is what it is. This is why we've done Project Jericho. This is why we did Unchained Remedy. For those that can't, for those that won't. And we hoped that those that could but are getting it fucking wrong would actually fucking have a little look, at least pay attention, see what's really what. And that way they could like kind of adjust themselves. Not prerequisite to life, obviously you can do your own fucking shit, I don't mind in the slightest. And as I've been told a few times, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there absolutely is. There's more than one way to get your council tax, to get your fucking fines, to get parking tickets. If that's what you want, if that's your importance, you fucking keep doing that. You see if there's more than one way to fucking stop them vaccinating you. Yeah, there's some really important things going down in the world. Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030. I'm presuming Agenda 21's about done now. That was the implementation of this fucker, I should imagine. This fucker's implemented, now working on Agenda 2030. You paid attention to that. So yeah, while you're thinking about your speeding fines, your parking tickets, your fucking I don't know, fucking went outside without an umbrella fine, I can't even imagine what people are actually thinking at the minute. But I know they're thinking at the level and the panic and the fucking distractions that they're being fed. All these fines, all this shit that's happening, the way that the governments are allowing councils and the courts are allowing the fake courts to administer your trust under fraudulent fucking action. It's kind of changing. It's fluid at the moment. Shit is really fluid. So you need to get fucking fluid too. We're watching the courts allow some really dodgy fucking shit. That tells you they're corrupt. So if you haven't got the ability to absolutely nail them to the fucking headboard, you need to fucking wake up to that shit and stop playing fucking games. Because all this bashing about, yeah, I'll take 2 or 3 months fucking about over a couple of little pissy fines. The agenda's moving on. The agenda's moving on pretty damn rapidly. And as much as folks think that there's an awakening and there's a fight back, there is no fight back. There is controlled opposition making you believe that anybody's fighting against this shit. Court cases being run by controlled opposition. It's happening. It is happening. We're seeing it ourselves. And yes, I guess you guys have got to decipher who's right and who's wrong. That ain't my fucking deal. I can't come to you and say I'm right, they're fucking wrong. You've got to make your own fucking mind up there. I can only tell it you how it is, and the others around me can tell it you how it is. If you don't want to believe that fucker, go and believe somebody who's blowing smoke up your ass, because I know theirs sounds fucking brilliant. They're telling you all your debts are ended, all this has ended, it's all over. Yeah. Project Jericho is going to show you some shit. I guarantee that. But it ain't an overnight thing. It isn't a come follow us, have a template, send this off, don't worry about your parking ticket. It's a shut the fuck up whinging about your fucking little fucking piddly shit and wake up to the real shit that's going on in the world. The real shit. It is happening. The world is happening around those that are getting stuck in the controlled opposition. And it's going to keep fucking happening. So, big love to everybody out there. I'm not out to burst anybody's fucking bubble, but there's a lot of fucking idiots taking you down wrong fucking paths. I know there's one in particular out there that got my attention recently. He's getting his information off absolute fucking idiots. Absolute idiots. And he thinks he's on it because he's got idiots telling him what's the right thing. You know, when you make fucking names up for yourself and you call yourself things that are going to fucking look like you're higher. Says Gumshoe Sleuth. I see it, I like barons and such likes and masters and such likes. I mean, come on, fucking hell, seriously. As far as my Gumshoe Sleuth, that was a nickname made up right at the fucking start of my truthing, right at the very start, and it's been kind of befitting. So I've proved my fucking worth. I think I've proved my worth. Anyway, I'm still fucking here after all these years, and the only fucking ones saying out bad about me are them that are butthurt. So I don't give a shit, so if you do, go and listen to them fuckers. Controlled opposition or the deluded, whichever they are. The deluded are being led by the controlled opposition or the other deludeds. It is a wonky old world, and yes, you have got to sort it out, and I wish you the very best of luck in sorting out the wheat from the chaff, who's serious and who's not. You've got to really work fucking hard about it, because there's a lot of assholes out there. Controlled opposition will absolutely try and point you away from the right stuff, and they will always make the fucking wrong stuff sound fanciful. Now, the reason we don't fanciful what we do is because if you shout about it, it kind of loses its potency, don't it? We don't give up what we're doing until they've got no fucking choice. When we know that they can do no more about it, when they find out the way we're coming, that's when we disclose what we're doing. And usually after that, it's still good for quite some time. But everything seems to get a workaround eventually. Everything. So you have to stay relevant, you have to stay current, and just gobshiting about old fucking free man on the land shit, or old fucking common law shit, old constitutional shit, all this shit that, yes, you look at it, it's brilliant, and yes, in most cases it's fucking right, but it's wrong in implementation. Now, the important thing isn't having an argument with somebody trying to prove whether they're right or wrong in what they're saying, because technically right and realistically working are two different things in this world. Loads in the common law movement is right. Most of what they say is right. Most of what they say is right. But it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. Why? Because common law's fucking governed by administrative courts. Think about it. Your common law crimes are in administrative courts. Your fucking Crown Court, administrative court. It works into the common law rule when it's in the common law rule. You stab somebody, you steal something off somebody, you hit somebody, you'll hear them say under the common law crime of, as opposed to under the offence of when it's administrative. It's jurisdictional. The jurisdiction changes with the claim. The jurisdiction changes with the claim. So get your claim straight, because the jurisdiction goes with the claim. Anyway, folks, I will leave you to watch all these freemen on the land and fucking constitutionalists try and gobshite me on this, but it is absolute fact. There's a reason they're failing, and we could have told them a long time ago. They could have adjusted a long time ago. They could have used that fantastic knowledge they have, because let's face it, they have some fucking brilliant knowledge in there. They just have no fucking clue how to use it. Take it as an insult if you like, but your knowledge is going to fucking waste, those with good knowledge. Your knowledge is going to fucking waste, because you could be adjusting yourself to use your knowledge for the right purposes, as opposed to standing there shouting at the brick fucking wall that isn't listening. You're going to keep shouting it and shouting, yeah, this is law, as the judges are going, rejected, struck out. So, come on, folks. I would shout out to all of those who on the remedy runs, on really working at it and really pushing it and helping others to look into what I'm saying as opposed to take offence, because all this fucking taking offence when somebody tries to put you right is a load of bollocks. It's reactional bullshit, because you know damn well that's why you react the way you do, because you know damn well. So rather than try silencing the ones that are telling the truth, how's about adjust, unless of course it's your job not to. There is quite a few out there. There is quite a few out there, more than people would realise. In fact, I have to sit there as people say, what about this one? Oh, God, no. What about this one? Oh, my fucking good God, no. And I get it so regular. I get emails with lists and one after the other. What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? I just think, fucking stop it. Stop asking me about other people, because everybody's fucking deluded as far as I'm concerned. Everybody's following fucking idiots. And they just want fucking, they want it validating. They don't want to find out the truth. They just want it validating. They want their choices validating. They want everybody to say, oh, yeah, they're brilliant. They are. No, they're fucking not. And I'm not saying about anyone in particular. So you might be right. But the reality is, many are not. And they know it. They know it. They know it doesn't work. They still carry on. So, folks, think very carefully before you put your faith into folks who know their shit fails. Think very carefully, because they don't give a fuck, clearly, because they just carry on. So anyway, on that note, just a quick one. I'm going to get off and crack on. Look after yourself all, and think. The liability, as I say, is always on you, because the consequences are yours. So you do some thinking. You do some thinking of your own. Don't just tap into somebody else's mind and think that's good enough. Do your own due diligence, always. On that note, ta-da.